All right, y'all. We are live. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all my face because I got my hair done. Who doesn't love getting their hair done? So yesterday was chaotic because I did not know how to. I had these new monitors and I didn't have them set up properly, so it just looked insane. I tried to put Streamlabs on the monitors, and the monitors are really only good for trading charts for real. For real. They're not really good for functionality. But the market was so good today. I did not trade. I did not trade the rest of the year. Hello, cousin. And but the market has been doing so good now that I literally don't trade. Not trading anymore. But I called this yesterday on our backtesting session. I said we have a new day opening gap. Where's our target? The new day opening gap. We got a 15-minute fair value gap tap, and then boom, we got SMT at these lows. ES made a higher low. NQ, made a lower low. That's your sign. Boom, we went in reverse. In the fair value gap. Love it. So basically, when I showed out yesterday, I have this 15-minute lower time frame chart. I have an entry time frame chart, which is the 1 minute and the 5, and then I have my higher time frame, which is the 1 hour. And I feel like I don't even want to look at that 5 minute, 1 minute anymore. I want to look at the 1 hour. I'm gonna look at the 15 minute, and then when I'm ready to enter off of something, I'm gonna go down to my 1 minute on Ninja Trader. And I think that would help me. I think I was neglecting the 15-minute chart and getting on the lower time frames just too early. You know what I'm saying? I was just getting on too early. Thank you for the roses. Getting on too early and just mess myself up. And I get it. That's just a me thing. Like some people can sit on the 1 minute chart and watch the 1 minute chart and the 15-minute chart the whole time. But for me, I cannot. I literally have. I have to stay on the higher time frame as long as literally possible. Literally as long as possible. But of course, we can get price action. But I feel better. So that's what we're going to keep backtesting. We were backtesting that yesterday. Like sitting on the 1 hour and sitting on the 15 and just guessing where it's going to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting to get my 90% win rate back for sure. 2025. I had a 90% win rate for like 4 months, and then NQ heard me bragging, and then boom, what happens? I literally have a 10% win rate in December almost. Like it's actually literally terrible. It's probably like it's probably like 15, 20, but it's very bad. So this is what we did. This is what we did yesterday. We had 9, 10. We swept this high. I did say we were going to backtest something else, like CRT, the 9 a.m. CRT, and see if the 10 a.m. candle comes up. But I've also noticed with ES and NQ, one of them is going to sweep usually. That'll give your S&T for the reversal, and the other one may not, if that makes sense. So, like, it won't happen on NQ every day just to trade the strategy, so it's not smart. However, um, if you watch NQ and ES, one of them usually takes out the high of the 9 a.m. candle or the low, and then we reverse, and the other one doesn't. Yes, December was literally trash. I've learned my lesson for sure. I think in December next year, though, I know 10 a.m. news, get on at 10:40 macro. It showed me to wait for just the 15-minute for value gap always. So I think that's what I'm going to trade from now on. So basically, when I trade at 10 a.m., I could easily like boom, we know we're going down to this liquidity point. I'm going to get into a sell. Prime example here is why we see I would do something like this. I used to be able to just get in at 10 o'clock or a reverse at 10. But as you see, we kind of came up, stopped out these people, and then went my way to my target, which was this low. So now I have to learn to wait on the 15-minute chart before we go into something first to not get stopped out by this and it go my way. I'm funded 200K right now. And I think I want to get another account. I said I wasn't, but after December, I kind of just don't trade my live account anymore. But I think, you got to do it. That's the goal. I always copy trade my live account on my funded, go. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to just one contract on the live, two on the top step, 50K, and then four on the 150K. And then I'm going to keep trading that. I haven't got paid yet because I didn't care. I made like 2 or 3 grand on my live account, and that was like, 4-figure trader, what, and then I was risking a little too little to get a payout like an idiot. Because, like, you can still make 4K on the accounts, but if you're not making the 200, 300 a day, you can't get a payout, which I forgot to do. So that's what it was. It wasn't like I wasn't making money on the accounts. They were up $500, $1,000 on both accounts. Yeah, I'll show you my model right now. Go to, sorry, hold on. This is the S&P actually. It's supposed to be in Q, so they match. Boom. So yeah, okay, so one quick question. So basically, we swept, and then on the 15-minute chart, you could have literally just traded the 15-minute chart. You could have literally gotten this sell off the 15-minute chart. Boom. Boom, shaka laka. 1 to 3. You had it. Had it in the bag. Next New York session. So basically what I look for, I used to look for the 1 hour. I used to go on the 4 hour, but now I'm like, I just trade Shiba going up 100% tomorrow. We're not doing what you call it, meme coins here. We're just day trading. This is a backtesting session. Yes, I'm not trading live charts. So basically you find your target. We clearly are going to this buy side liquidity. We have a nice wick right here. 10 o'clock, you honestly could have entered. It's going to show you the beginning of 10 o'clock on this app. And then once I play it, it's going to go up here probably. We also are in a bullish fair value gap to go higher. Good signs to go higher. You can also wait on the 15-minute. So 15-minute, we have this 9:30, 9:45. I honestly probably would have entered, yes, immediately at 10 o'clock. See, like this is how I used to trade. So lately, let's see if we bounce out. Lately, it's been like, I'll do this, and then it will, in December, it'll come into another fair value gap below me, and then it'll go my way. Like, that's the shit it's been doing in December. That's why I've been losing. Like that. Oh, well. Just wrong on that one. Very wrong on that one. But this is also why you wait till 10 o'clock. And you let the first few seconds play out, but I guess we were going lower. We did inverse, but not on the 1 minute, not on the 1 hour. We got a hammer to the upside, and then it still came down. So we just would have lost that one, which that's the first loss we've had in any backtesting sessions the last few days. I recommend Ninja Trader. Ninja Trader, you can trade Forex, you could trade futures. I don't know if you can trade options or Thinkorswim. I started with options, and then let's just go over this, what we could have done better. That's how I backtest. And then Thinkorswim, you can trade futures and options. I think you might can trade Forex. Okay. So we do have a fair value gap on the 15-minute that got inversed here. So this is why it's hard with this software because it's so fast. But usually you wait to see what the market does. You don't assume it's going up. But this is a nice candle at 10 o'clock to go up. However, we came up into this and then we reversed out of it, which is we inversed this 15-minute gap, came back up. The hour gap does trump. However, you probably would have waited to see how this reacts. Once we got to close out of that gap, we were probably going down. So you wouldn't have got an entry until here unless you went on the 1 minute chart. But there's equal lows way down here as well. But there is a fair value gap down here. Whatever gives you a 1 to 2, just take it. And you would have gotten it. Or you would have took the trade I took and still got it at 10 o'clock because I know myself. I am trigger happy. And then got back in that second trade. Entry on the 15-minute. Sometimes, yeah, if it's clean. Usually entry on the 1. So basically on this one, I would have entered on the 15-minute off this candle close. However, if you were super smart and right and waited for this fair value gap retest, then once you're in the gap, you go to the 1 minute. Yeah, and then you go to the 1 minute out of this tap. And then you get a 1 minute IFEG. Boom. Boom. But depends. I've entered on a 15-minute chart many times. And I've entered on the 1 minute many times. You'll know when. There's times where like this candle, you'd have to go on the 1 minute to catch this move. It's a big move. It did the candle close way up here. But these little ones, you could have gotten in here. You could have gotten in here. Could have gotten in down here. You know, like it just depends on the day. But I've entered on the 15-minute. For me, I have to stay on the 15-minute, like I said, as long as possible. Because I'll get faked out by little moves. Even though on the 1 minute, that move was kind of clean. It just didn't go to our target. So, not really, actually. I would have gotten in like up here. No, it wasn't that clean. Sorry, it was up here. It was like this fair value gap tap to here. That was the move, the first one. Let's go to the next New York session. Back to the 15-minute chart. Just wait and see if there's any, provided gaps or something. Okay, we kind of. There's a tiny one here. It's super duper tiny. It's like the tiniest gap. We kind of bounce out of it. There is a gap here. These are bullish. However, we have this long bearish candle. So I feel like we might be coming down, maybe retesting this gap up into this 15-minute gap, which lines up beautifully, and then continuing lower. So let's see how that plays out. Or if you think we're going to reverse, if you're so confident we're reversing from this gap, you would just immediately go to the 1 minute. That's how most traders trade. If you think we're reversing on this gap, you just go straight to the 1 minute and see if we get a market structure shift. CISD, probably wait for a liquidity sweep here first. Like that. So like I said, I just felt like we were just still very bearish. And then go on the 1 minute. This is obviously super sped up. You have plenty of time to read this. And then we got IFVG. So even if you missed this candle, you would have at least got in on this one. Target. There is this low way down here. Or you can just target a 1 to 2. Let's see if we get it. It would suck if it can't. It's pretty close right now, actually. Boom. And then it goes all the way to this line from the 1 hour that I just called. So you could have took it there and got like a nice 1 to like 6 or 1 to 5 or something. Yeah. It did this, yesterday? But it didn't hit this target until like 3 p.m. though. Like this is nice. Like 1 hour, 2 hour. Like a 2 hour, 1 hour, 1.5 hour trade. Love it. But yesterday on the chart, yeah, I wanted this low down here. Or no, what was it? No, it was this low here, these equal lows. Versus like on the 1 minute, we would have came up and then we would have just took out London low. But then it took a while and then finally took out this hourly equal low. But at what? 3:45, almost 4 o'clock. You didn't have to wait for that. London lows were taken out immediately and then boom. If you waited for that. But it still hit it. So do with that what you will. Can you explain when and where you set your stop loss? Okay, yes. So your stop loss if you're an ICT trader should always be the swing high or swing low before the reversal. However, my stop loss, my FYP is FYPing. I'm happy I'm here. Yes, thank you. So many girl traders in the game right now. There's so many of us and we're so cool. I love us all. Stop loss below the high of the swing high going down, the swing low going back up. However, I have a bracket set at 150. IFVG entries usually don't retest much, so I'll leave my 150. Like say my 150 was like this, I'll leave it. If we do start pulling back, I will move it up. If you catch my French, sometimes it won't be up here, but I'll let it sit. Cause sometimes you don't need to move it at all. Sometimes it doesn't even. It just goes without you like this. Boom. You don't even have to move your fucking stop loss. However, it technically should always be the high before a reversal. So if you're catching a buy, your stop loss should be here before we go up here. So then obviously now we're still in a downtrend once we broke this low and this low. Same. Thank you for following me. What trading platform do you use? I use NinjaTrader and then I chart on TradingView. TradingView for the indicators. As you'll see, I love my indicators. NinjaTrader, you can copy trade all your prop firms in your live account, which is why I did it. It's just nice to have extra, to use all the options you have, You can copy Apex with, I copy one, I have a My Funded Futures and a Top Step. I copy with a live account with my own money in it. All right, go back to the 15-minute chart. And I trade ICT, so that's also the good thing if you're a girl trader. A lot of the men on here are just very egotistical. Like, they're like, oh, ICT sucks. Supply and demand's the best. Back the RSI. They're just arguing all day. Versus a lot of us girls, we all trade differently, but we all still get along. So, if you don't like ICT, which I trade, what's her name? Octavia trades supply and demand. She's really good at it. She's been trading for 6 years, too. Also, a thing to think about. Like, I know sometimes like I beat myself up about it. I've been training for a year. I am profitable. I am killing it. But like, I then I say Octavia make like 15 grand today, but like she's been training for 6 years. So like, you'll get there. But Gorgeous Trader trades like MACD and like flags, like very old school. Honestly, follow her if you like that and you don't like ICT. Like, there's nothing wrong with not following me or blocking me or whatever you do on this journey because it is your journey. But most of us, you don't have to block because we're not flashy or annoying. Even Octavia, she makes hella money, but she's not flashy at all. Today was a crazy day. I did not trade today. I've been struggling this month. Girl, same. I know people who blew so many accounts. I didn't blow any accounts, but I've lost money. Like, this month almost made me feel like, oh my God, like, my strategy doesn't even work. Like, it almost like depleted my confidence. Not fully, but almost. What's your Insta? It's the same. Wealth Building Rockstar. Spelled correctly. Wealth spelled correctly. Building and Rockstar. No underscores, none of that. Because the scammers are out. I had like 10 people message me today. Like, girl, is this you? Or is someone trying to scam me thinking it's you? It's not me, y'all. I don't message first, but if you message me, we key. Like, I'm small enough where I answer all y'all DMs and we talk. Like, most of the people who told me that are not even family and friends. Like, people who know me from TikTok and we've talked for hours about trading. And then boom. And also, the scammers. I don't even know what's the grift. Like, does it even work? Do you even make money asking people for $100 to invest? I'm never gonna ask you to invest in anything. Number one, I just started selling stuff like 3 weeks ago. It's in the link in my bio, and I always tell people to go to YouTube first. If you don't get what's on YouTube, then come to me. Boom. I'm not gonna DM you first like buy this, buy that. Honestly, my Discord, you should even wait till January anyways. But December has been gross. But I have dropshipping in there that's going crazy. So if you want to dropship too or learn about it, you join it. But for trading, wait till I'm profitable again. Honestly, I trade NQ only, NQ and futures only now. I started with options, but I only trade NQ. I watch ES for S&T. Yeah, I follow the low-key people that's profitable and knowledgeable. Exactly. There's so many of us. There's me. There's Kanonia Trader, who's a man, which is nice because he's a good man. He shouts us all out. He's just a good Christian man. I love him. He's like my big brother. Senti, Sent. His name is Tag. He's like a college kid. He's like 19. He's been following me since I've been going live. Like, we're basically besties at this point. What's her name? Sequoia Trades or Traded with Sequoia. She's super new, but she posts like her P&L every day, but she doesn't really show what she does. Sometimes she really just like posts her face being cute. Like, I made this today, which is cool. You know, like, there's just so many girls in this space. Octavia posts her face and does all the things. She makes a lot of money and she's a model, so she's going hella viral right now. So more girls follow her because you know how men are. They're super annoying in her comments. Like, she blew up fast. And I just had a feeling that would happen when you're pretty on this app. I'm sorry, it's just gonna. That's just what's gonna happen. That's why I've been on this app looking crazy. I just got my hair done. This is my first time showing my face on live with y'all. And I'm glad a bunch of girls are in here actually. Why did I leave options? I left options because what was I gonna say? One, I went to trade prop firms. And then two, I started trading this time last year, as we've seen with December price action. 830 is kind of the best. So I was trading at 830. I switched to 830 trading last year, and options you can't. Options you can only trade whatchamacallit. See, someone just texted me again, like, is this you? Options you can only trade 930 to 4, and then you only use your own money. But then I liked options because you could trade whatchamacallit. Small amounts of money. No payouts yet, no. Only payouts on my live account, but none on my fundeds. So I was risking too little and not making the 200 to 300 a day. Being too safe. I follow you since I'm also futures trading, so glad you have on FYP. Exactly, yes. And you can trade options too, especially because I feel like a lot of black girls trade options. We all started there. Because options too is like, I love futures because the charts are cleaner. You know, you can trade at night. You can do all these things. But with the options, you really can run up a bag. You can buy a $10 option, a $5 option, a $100 option, and it can go to like 2K, 5K, you know, because you don't have to trade with a stop loss. Like, I had so much more peace when I traded options. However, with options, when it trades sideways, you don't make money, you lose. I've been trading for exactly 1 year. I hit 1 year the beginning of this month. Um, and that's what my channel is for. My channel is really for beginners. I'm about to be out of my beginner phase. Kind of already am. Like I had a good 3 months, 4 months, 90% win rate, passing a bunch of challenges, getting multi-6-figure funded, making money, but did not get a payout. And then, but making it my live account. And then December, it smacked me back to reality. So I just want to show y'all that you can like trade like this in a year and you can crash out. I really be on here crashing out. And that's why I'm glad y'all, I like the new trading space, guys included. Y'all let me crash out on live and y'all are all supportive. What's your P&L after a year? Honestly, I probably should do it. You have 6-figure in funding after just a year? Yes. I have 200K in funding after just a year. Exactly. P&L is probably like $100 or $500. I was up like 2-3K, and then I lost like 500 this month, 600. I'm really good. So basically, right in my purse. I usually don't talk about how much I make, and I'm going to stop eventually. But I like when people do this because there are a lot of scammers too in the men's side. But most girls, I don't know how to explain it. Like it's just hard. You can't always just judge people, but there's just so many scammers. So I get it. But basically, I started last year. I got my first funded account in September. My second one, the end of October, November, and then November, in the end of October, I've made money. And I made like 2 to 3 grand. So it's like a 4-figure trader. And in December, I gave like a third of that back. If that makes sense for the P&L. So I'm just saying, in a year, I stacked the fundeds, and I'm just, thank you for the roses, making the money consistently. I do have a Discord. I opened it because I had a 90% win rate, and I already made $1,000 that week, or I made $1,500 that week, and then the week before that I made $3,000. So I was like, I'm open my Discord, and then obviously December said, "Bitch, humble yourself." However, my Discord also has dropshipping. I did 50K months dropshipping, so that's why I said I'm not really a salesy person, so I'm not supporting the Discord. It's there if you need it and you want to trade with me. But I get why now after December, I don't even want to say I even have one anymore. Like, wait till I'm winning again. Who was your mentor when you first started trading? ICT. I just watched his videos. ICT only. I watched TJR's bootcamp too, but I had to block him. But TJR's bootcamp, if you need to watch it, the first one, not the second one. I do have an LLC, yes. I do have an LLC. I worked in film for 8 years, so I had an LLC in general for something else, and I made a trading one. But yes, in just a year, I have 6 figures in funding, multiple 6 figures. You can do it. And that's what I'm going to tell people too, because there are people who are really fast at this. I know people who've gotten payouts in 6 months. However, most of us, like me, Tanya Trades, a lot of the gurus who learned faster than the 4 to 5, 6 years, like you learn in a year, you get all your fundeds in a year, and then this next year coming up, 2025 is the year I'm going to make all the money. If you feel me, you feel me. I'm going 90% all next year. I learned my lesson, neglecting the 15-minute chart, hopefully. My problem is I'm reading, I just bought The Biggest Loser Wins. So it's a book about handling your emotions, because I will lose 2 in a row and then spiral and lose an extra 3 when I just lost 2. And now my 90% is like a 70%. My strategy is 10 a.m. power of 3 basically, or 10 a.m. silver bullet. It's like, I really just trade at 10 and see where the market's going. I trade ICT though, so I look on the 1 hour for fair value gaps or liquidity points, as you see on the chart, and same on the 15-minute. And then wherever we're going, I want to either take the trade to the fair value gap, take the trade out of the fair value gap to the liquidity point. My bread and butter setup though is a day where we come up into an hourly fair value gap. Like say if I play this out, we come up in here, reverse, and go take out this sell side. That is like, if that can happen every day, I would cry and I'd be so rich. But that's like my bread and butter setup. A higher time frame fair value gap, reverse out of it. Do you trail or how do you... No. Okay. I have a love-hate relationship with trailing stops. They're the worst things ever in life. So I'm an ICT trader, so it's different. I think trailing stops are good for like breakout traders. But as an ICT trader, I just know we're going to a swing low or a swing high. Like say I got into this trade up here. I'm not obviously in it, but I got in this trade. We are going to this low for sure. From my experience, we are going to this low. If if I sometimes will sell early, or I'll move my stop loss or have a trailing stop, and it'll stop me out and then go to this low. So I usually just set and forget. However, I'll move my stop loss to sometimes, now that I record my trades, I sit on the charts longer and I have a Discord, so I stay on the charts longer. So I'll move my stop loss occasionally depending on how the market moves. But I took a trade live, not a trade live. I took a backtesting trade yesterday that really like came almost to my stop loss, reversed back in drawdown, and then went to my TP. But if I moved my stop to break even, I would have had nothing. So it just depends. I trade multiple contracts, so I'm trying to do something where I do move my stop to break even, but like some of them, and like lock in some profit, something where I'm not like just zero if it moves my way. I want to at least lock in something, but I really just try to set and forget, accept the risk and move on. I did not trade today. I'm not trading the rest of the year. 9 to 5 traders in here. Also a dope trader. 9 to 5 trader. I haven't talked to you in a while, but I'm glad. Thank you for joining. He's dope and he does supply and demand. So if you don't like ICT, join him, and he trades at night for people who have jobs. I don't trade at night. I think I can learn a lot from you. You said have a Discord. Yes, I have a Discord. You can book a one-on-one, and then I have a cheap course, and then obviously you can DM me as well. But yes, you can join the Discord, and we do stuff in there. It's been kind of quiet, honestly, for December. But no, I did not trade today. But yeah, my strategy, that's it. I just get on at 10, because sometimes 9 a.m., 9:30 fakes me out a little bit. So I'd rather just get in at 10. It lines up with the new candle on the 10 a.m. and the 4-hour chart. So I used to watch the 4-hour chart, if y'all don't know that. But now I'm like, not the 4-hour chart, just, it like the day, it doesn't show you where we're going. I mean, obviously, this kind of looks like we're bearish, but sometimes the 4-hour chart confuses me more. But I would just try to trade the beginning of this candle. And I would love when there's a 4-hour fair value gap with some liquidity resting above it. And then the next, so probably, what day is this? We're on the 6th, on the 7th. Hopefully we'll trade up into this. And then we'll reverse out of it, which would be very nice. That's how I could trade. But now I kind of stick to the 1 hour, catching where that next 10 a.m. candle is going to go. And then going from there. So where are we now? We're here now. We're about to end versus 15-minute. We already swept the previous day low. I don't think we're going all the way to this high, though. We could just come up into this gap. We could reverse. Oh, we are going. Okay, we are in this gap. That's a nice bearish candle. So we came up to the hour gap and the 15-minute gap. Are we going to reverse back to sell side? Oh, I don't know. Boom. Now I'd probably go on the 1 minute and look for shorts to this low down here. Am I going to be wrong? It's going to fake me out? It did. It just pulled back. It just pulled back. And then, you have days like that. I used to just trade, but you see how I marked buy side and sell side. That was a 4-hour gap, though. The 4-hour does trump everything. So, boom, 4-hour gap tapped. So just look at all of them, Can you pass my challenge, please? No, I don't trade for other people. I just want to fund it to make a payout. Thoughts on QBTS. What is QBTS? I used to go on the 3-minute. I traded, the 3-minute has faked me out so much in December, but yes, the 3-minute was my chart, dead ass. I hate the 1-minute chart. The 3-minute was my baby for like 4 to 5 months, and then I started getting faked out. So, but then again, so now that I'm trading on the now that I'm trading on the 15-minute, I feel like now I can just go straight to the 1. I don't need the 3 anymore. That's why. I like the 3 at a time, because the 3 didn't really give you fake outs, because in between the 5 and the 1, where you literally can just look at it with your 1 hour or 4-hour chart and trade purely the 3 without looking at the 15-minute. That's why I was on it for a while. You could literally trade just the 3-minute chart only. Like, that's how good it was. Kind of like people think you can do in the 5-minute, but the 5-minute will enter you so late. Like, you'll be in this trade, and the 5-minute entry will be, like, way up here. So, it's like, what's the point? Prop firm, my funded futures, or Top Step. I honestly, I was about to make a TikTok video about this. My funded futures is kind of better than Top Step now, I'm sorry to say. My funded futures lets you do pass in 1 day for the challenge. No consistency rule for the challenge. It lets you, you get 5-day payouts now, like Top Step. At first, they didn't. It was, like, the 10 days. No activation fee. Like, you cannot beat that. Indicators, yes. I use kill zone and pivots. Every ICT trader I feel like uses that. I use the fair value gap indicator, and I use the power of 3 for the 4-hour candle indicator. Those are my top 3. I have a bunch on here though. I have 7. Oh, I have an EMA, but I don't really use it. Session breaks, don't really use it. Oh, new opening and new weekly gap. I added that one. Which one? Can you repeat the name of what? The indicators? Or my strategy? Other person. 9 to 5 trader said he'll pass your challenge for you. So yeah, it's just fair value gap, nephew Sam. It's not fair value gap, it's FVG. There's ICT in WOG and in dog, which is these opening gaps. So even if you did not know we were going this high today, you knew at 10 o'clock we were going to this new day opening gap, number 1. So even if you didn't hold the trade for the longest time today, I did not trade today, but you at least were catching this. Oh, the platform I use, NinjaTrader, the prop firms is My Funded Futures and Top Step. For futures. For Forex, I can't help you there. But yeah, My Funded Futures and Top Step. But Top Step has an activation fee. So I probably will just I have a Top Step account. I probably would just get more of My Funded Futures accounts, honestly. I'm not going to lie to y'all. That's just what it is. But yeah, the 3-minute chart is goated. I'm not going to lie. I'm tired of seeing motherfuckers explaining random stuff on live. Okay, then don't join the lives. The market is open. Go trade. No, I'm not trading the rest of the month. I already said that to my peoples. I'm not trading no more the rest of the month. And also, I only trade New York session like most people do. That's why they go live at night. I only trade New York session. I don't even know people who trade Asia session, but people who have jobs. I don't trade, and I only trade New York. And that's what's going to help your profitability the most. People become beginners, and they want to just trade all day, all night, and just be on tilt, take 5-6 trades a day. No, I get on at 10 o'clock. I don't even trade the full New York Open. 10 o'clock to like 11:30. If I don't get it set up, I'm out of here. I'm off the charts. That's how I trade. Cool. 1 trade a day, sometimes 2. Boom. Off. That's me. You have to tailor your trading to your emotions. Because a lot of traders are experienced, have 6-7 years in the game. They can get on at 8:30 and sit till 4. Can I? Absolutely not. I would blow so much money if I did that. Tried? No. Get on at 10. Sometimes 10:15. Sometimes if I know I'm trigger happy, like last week, the first week of December, I got on at 10:45 because I knew when the move was going to start happening. I cannot do that. But if you sit on the 15-minute chart, you can. I was sitting on the lower time frames too soon. The right way to do it. Exactly. It is not consistent as a trader that used to trade options from 2019. You're not getting rich off this. I don't know what that means, but good for you. You can get rich off anything. So there's plenty of people who get rich off trading. There's plenty of people who get rich off dropshipping. There's people who get rich off whatchamacallit, YouTube. Yes, I'm yapping because people are asking me questions. It says trading Q&A on the title. I'm pretty sure I put that as the title on Streamlabs. I didn't put live trading session. I put show your trade equity right now. I already explained my trading equity. You're late in the game. This is also a beginner-friendly challenge trading page. This is not here to... It's not a dick swinging contest about how much money everyone's made. I already said I took a year. I got multi-6-figure funded. I'm finally just making money. I've made what? $2,000 from trading. That's it. That's it. I said show, not explain. No. I go on my page. All my live accounts, trades are on my page. All my P&Ls are on my page. All my whatchamacallits are on my page. I've showed my live account. My live account balance is what, like $800 in it right now? It started at 2, got it down to 100, got it back up to 19, bitch. And now it's at like $800. It's sick. And then my top step is negative. My page is Wealth Building Rockstar. Just click on the icon if you're on live. ICT Trader, yes. And then I say it too. Like there's They're literally here to talk real shit. Exactly. No, it's not. I didn't. There's literally every trade I've taken this year is on my TikTok. And I guess I gap a lot. I did get to a point where I was posting 6 times a day. Okay, then leave my page. I don't know if I can block you because I'm on Streamlabs. I usually block people like this in my chat, but I'll just block him later. Because I was on live on my phone, I could just block people. You never understand how people want to know what you make instead of how you make it. Exactly. That's how okay, this person. I never understand why people want to know what you make instead of how you make it. I love this because people will tell you to this day, ICT is a scammer, TJR is a scammer, Casper SMC is a scammer, da 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 is a scammer. I literally don't give a flying fuck. ICT concepts help me trade, and that's it. I don't care if he's never made a dime in his life. What he's taught me helped me read the markets and get my funded. So that's how I feel. I totally agree. I totally agree. If you don't trust people, don't spend money on their mentorships and stuff. And I totally agree. You trade the 10 a.m. candle, right? Exactly. Yes, I do. I can tell you know what you're doing. Thank you. I do. I spent a long time doing this. I also, not that long, a year, but also one of the people I know myself. I'm impatient, so I will lose a lot too quickly, but I know I love to trade every day. So I found a way to try to find a trade every day. Yeah, I'm trying. I make plenty of money. Exactly. I'm trying to make a bunch of money 2025. I'm not. It's nighttime, Mr. Locke. I don't trade at night. I just said that. I literally trade at New York session. I'm not gonna go live with you people. That's why I stopped going live on TikTok. I traded live on TikTok. All my live trades on TikTok I took are on my YouTube channel because I traded live on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. You can go literally on my YouTube channel and see every live trade I took right now. But I don't do that for people like you because I'm still a beginner. I've said that on my channel many times, and people literally, I will let people like you get in my head. And trading is a journey of yourself. And I've said that also many times. If you have to block me because of any reason, then you have to block me. And I totally understand it. I have to block people too because sometimes I let people get in my head, even people I really like. Live trading. So yeah, I live traded. I did not mean to do that. I live traded a bunch.
Wix.
Please. I live traded a bunch and then I started letting like people get my, and I passed my first funded account. All this is my first funded account. I passed my first 50K challenge on live. I'm not a fraud, I promise you. I just started selling stuff 2 minutes ago and I tell people all the time, go to YouTube first and don't even join my Discord until I'm profitable again. Because December really had me scared at my boots. I'm not gonna lie. Like December, almost maybe when I closed my Discord, dead ass. Justin Willer's my favorite to watch. Yes, Justin's the best. I do love him. He's cool. Market is closed. Oh yeah, it's Friday. Market is closed anyway. Yeah, he talking all that shit. Market's closed. See what I'm saying? People just don't know. Market's only closed in U.S. market. No, market's closed for everything but crypto. And I don't trade crypto. I trade futures. Futures is closed and currencies closed over the weekend too. My guy. What's your rim weight this month? 10%. The last 4 months, 90%. I don't lose. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. If you be reactive, you will not lose as much. Number two, getting over changing shit up when you get in a win streak like I did, you will lose. I do this all the time. If you've been following me for a long time, a lot of y'all probably haven't. I get in a win streak and I start changing stuff up and then I start losing bad. And that's what I did this month. But this month, I started off fine. The market lately has been moving like this. Boom, you get in a trade. It comes, it literally stops your ass out and then literally goes your way. That's what's been happening all month. So I would get in a trade like this, it stopped me out and then it would go my way at first. And then I was like, okay, bitch, something's not right. Correction markets open Sunday night. Yes, open Sunday night, exactly. But if you trade crypto, they open 24/7. How do I convince my parents to open a custodial account for me? Ooh, I started when I was already grown. That's a hard one. I don't know, man. Tell them you want to, like it's a business. Because with trading, people act like trading is like the scariest thing, but they'll let you start a business. Tell your parents want to start a business. They're like, oh my God, yeah, I'll give you all this money. Tell them you're starting a business and you need a trading account for it. And then they probably should do it there. I trade London. I try ICT on Bitcoin sometimes in NQ's other session, mixed results. Yeah, ICT said to himself, he's like, I don't know if crypto really, if his concepts work on crypto, but I know a lot of people trade it. I feel like CRT works really well with crypto. Yes, risk management is key. Exactly. I've had a 10% win rate this month, and I'm not even halfway to blowing any of my accounts. Not even half. Kid you not. Not even half. I only won 2 trades this month. I start feeling myself and then start trying to outsmart my system. Exactly. That's the hardest thing about trading because we're all humans. You have to like, you can make 10K today and you have to come in the session the next morning like you didn't do that. You can lose your mortgage the day before and you have to come in the next day like that didn't happen. That's the shit about trading. That's crazy. Like you can't even get in a groove or nothing. That's why I love when I win or pass a challenge on a Friday. Because I can go crazy over the weekend and enjoy the emotions and then come back Monday. But if I pass a challenge or do anything on a Monday, I'm like, damn. I like in Q, but yeah, I like in Q, but yeah, I trade micros too only. And they're easy to scale up for sure. I don't even trade minis. One day I will trade minis. And that's when people like the lock man can talk. I can tell him how I made 50 grand today or something. 10-minute, 5-minute bullshit. He's funny. I think he left. It's not bullshit. For me, like I said, I'm trigger happy. So if you sit on the higher time frame, I promise you, if you're like me, I'm gonna reiterate because some of y'all are probably better than me when it comes to that, which is what I love. Like no one, you might be better at me than something, and I might be profitable yet, and you're not. And you probably could sit on the 3 minute or the 1 minute the entire time and not get in a dumbass trade. Me, absolutely not. I have to sit on the 15 minute like a baby and be like, okay, we finally are bullish. You know, IFVG, oh, we're pulling back. Now let me go on the lower time frame and see if I can get in a buy off this pullback. And then we get a little whatever this shit is. It's not that great. But we do get a fair value gap tab here. And then I would have gotten somewhere out of the candle close. Even though we do get a candle close here. But then that stop loss, oof. There's a thing with the 1 minute chart. But I think your stop loss would be, oof, I don't know. Most people put it like below the gap here. This is the day where I probably have my stop loss set and I move it a little bit. And then, get your 1 to 2. But let's see. My stop loss is 150. Oh, yeah. I mean, my regular bracket is 150, 300 off rip. And then I adjust it to what the market gives me. So I would have been straight. I would have been straight. And then I actually could have moved it to not 150 and then risk less to make just the same amount. And where was our target? This 4-hour fair value gap. Had my first funded account for 2 weeks and half and blew it up last week. Girl, tell me about it. What broker do you use? I use NinjaTrader. NinjaTrader Superiority. Yeah, I knew a girl who blew 6 accounts this month. I think she was copy trading too, but it just sucks. It does suck. I was up like almost ready to get a payout. Like I needed like 2 more days to get a payout, and then it's in the negative. And my 150K is in the negative like 1,000. It wasn't even like close to being in the negative before. Next New York session. I think this is my last day doing. No, I'm gonna go live tomorrow night. I think it's just Christmas, we're with our families, but I'm not going live on Sunday until I'm not going live tomorrow, 2 days Sunday, but the week after that. So the 29th, I'll probably start going live again after that. And I will trade again the 30th. Blow so many accounts, what makes you even better? What do you mean? Are you asking or are you telling? Are you telling us that when you blow accounts it makes you better? I've never blown an account, but I do feel like if I would have just not been scared to blow accounts, I probably could have got payouts faster, honestly. I'm a little too safe. But yeah, I agree. Just blow it out. Blow it, rip the bandit off so you're not even scared to blow another one. I don't. We clearly bounced out of this 4-hour gap, which is my bread and butter setup. But I like when we bounce out at 10, 9:30. We do have this gap up here, but are we really going to push to these highs? I'm not super confident in pushing these highs. I think we could go lower in this gap. But we could. This is a nice wick if you wanted to enter. I've entered up the 4-hour chart before too. I have. I'm not lying to y'all. I literally have entered up the 4-hour chart before. And then you go on the 1 minute and be like, oh, I actually can have my Oh, but this could be a data high, data low day type of thing. Now that I'm on the 1 minute chart. But let's see. It might be a data high, data low thing. I wouldn't. Yeah, see how we swept that data high beautifully, and now we're pushing. I think it's the data high, data low day, which are my favorite days. But let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Data low, data low. First of all, we're already into the next day, so it doesn't even matter. It does not even matter. Terrible price action. I mean, you could have took the sell, and then but you would have to get out at. Oh, that's an afternoon trade. Did it not go to the next New York session for me? 8:30. No, 10. This is. Oh, this is a holiday. What holiday is this? Easter? It went from 9 to just the next day. Yeah, maybe it's Easter. This is also a thing I've done. I've traded almost all holidays that I'm allowed to trade, not paying attention to the calendar. What can make you better is doing replays on TradingView. Find your mistakes. Yeah, I agree. Or I don't replay, but I look at the end of the day. Like I look like today, like what would I have done today? I didn't trade today, but clearly a 15 minute. This is what I'm talking about. The S&T at 10 o'clock. You'll usually get it on one time frame. Boom, higher high, higher low, lower low. Buy immediately. As soon as this 15 minute candle closes, you're buying. You don't even give a shit. Buy immediately off S&T and value gap. You're buying. New day opening gap target one, and then it sell side was definitely this purple this session, previous session. That was your target, and then I wound up taking both of these. But I wouldn't have held all the way to this green one. I might have held to the purple. Might have just took 300 ticks, honestly. It depends. Some days I hold. See, that's way more than 300 ticks. Jesus Christ. 300. Yeah, I think Octavia made like 15 grand today. So this is my bracket. So I would have been done so quick. Or, at least, I probably at least held. If my bracket was 300, I just would have sold to this. I would have just sold to that. And got, double my money. But would I? Because the thing about trading is your emotions can mess you up. So would I have? I don't know. I could have fumbled this just being on tilt. All right, y'all. I feel like we did a good bit today. Thank y'all for chit-chatting it with me. And I don't know what I look like because I didn't put my screen to the side. So hope I don't look crazy. But yeah. If y'all don't have any more questions for me, we'll back test tomorrow. And just one more time, and then we'll enjoy our Christmas and hopefully have a good 2025. I'm trying to go 90% win rate all 2025. Like, no joke. Is that realistic? Probably not. But shoot for the stars, land on the moon. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'll